Southeast Alaska has an adventure around every bend. Fly fish in the freshwater, drop a line in the deep and land the big one. Explore life in the intertidal zones. And cook up a bright coho salmon for a shoreline lunch in Alaska's fishing paradise. Deep in remote southeast Alaska, there lies a fishing paradise like no other.
Big fish.
Alaska's fishing paradise.
I jigged some herring earlier this morning when I came around. So we're gonna go try troll for a little while, at least an hour, hour and a half. If nothing happens, we run north, get our halibut and stuff, and come back again. Yeah, we're gonna try one flasher, one whole herring. Okay. We'll try shallow, probably make one pass in all the way up, turn around, come back. Nothing, we'll drop back down to 45, 50 again. Okay. We're not gonna spend too much time. Probably by 9:15 or 9:20, we're gonna go up to Parker. If we don't get or any excitement here. Yeah, we're gonna just hang out here for maybe an hour unless we start getting some bites. We fished at a different tide yesterday and I wanted to try high tide today. Those other guys said they had better luck at incoming, but I've caught my keepers out of here at high tide.
Are we bouncing on the bottom? That's a fish! That's a fish! Either that or it's a... Oh!
That'd be a halibut.
Or is it a snag? No, it's moving. The halibut?
Probably.
It does not feel like a king. I'm sorry I grabbed it, but it looked like it needed attention.
Yeah, it's a good one. Stop, 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 stop. You'll probably fight too hard. Get in there. There you go.
Ah. Shoot. There he goes.
There he goes.
That nice bright color though.
Yeah, he was so pretty.
First fish of the day.
Yep. What do you guys want to do? Go to Parker? Try something different?
You want to try something? You want to stick your... I don't care, wherever you guys
All right,
wherever
well-
you boys want to do.
What do you think our best odds are?
If we stay here, it's going to be pretty close to being a one fish day or something like that. Let's go up there for a while.
Okay.
Come back.
All right.
Alaska's Fishing Paradise is brought to you by Whalers Cove Lodge.
Hi, I'm Dick Powers, and this is a session of Straight Talk. Today we're going to discuss a little bit of baiting techniques for halibut. This is a typical halibut rig that we use. You can fish with 2 hooks, so there's two circle hooks in here. And that's about the right size for a halibut. You can use larger. For black cod, we use a smaller diameter, probably about half that diameter, which they seem to hook better on black cod. So this is what the rig looks like. This will set on the bottom to start with, and then there'll be 2 baits hanging above it. And normally we bring it up about 15 feet off of the bottom to fish. Every now and then, fishermen will let it down, pound the bottom a little bit with the weight, then lift it back up about 5 cranks, which is about 15 feet. There's lots of different halibut rigs. This is a real popular one. The bait of preference here, almost for everything, and particularly for halibut, is herring. And fresh herring, everything loves a fresh herring. And so what I do is I hook the herring through the gills, which is the toughest part of the herring. And then I rotate it on and go through it the second time. So it's hanging like that. And it's easy for a halibut to suck this right off. So there's a lot of techniques. One is to use rubber bands. You just put the rubber band on the bait, and that'll help hold it on. Now, if you're using a J hook, like a lead-headed jig, and this is typically how you do it. You just slide the herring on, and then just do the same thing. You just snap the zip tie. That's it, and that'll stay on there.
Straight Talk is sponsored by Ray Marine. Don't just go fishing, go hunting underwater with Ray Marine.
Well, the tide this morning was bright and early. I had to rush the Ewen family through breakfast because low tide was approximately around 8 o'clock and we were going tide pooling. Now to go tide pooling, we needed about a half hour before low tide and a half hour afterwards because it is a flood tide. When the tide starts coming in, your gear starts floating away, your boat gets further and further from shore, and the water gets deeper and deeper and deeper. We were hunting for octopus, sea anemones, limpids, also known as opihi, sea cucumbers, all kinds of cool stuff to keep the kids entertained and show them just yet another side of beautiful Southeast Alaska. All right, we got the boat successfully moored out. Oh, we got a little sea urchin party going on here, guys. You notice this? So when you break open the sea urchin, you can see its mouth here. And then these yellow parts are its eggs. And these are actually eggs that are starting to go hatch, so we're not allowed to eat this one. But usually you'll eat this part of it right there. And it's really good. Cool, sea urchin. There's also, I think I saw, oh yeah, here's the sea cucumber. Once you stimulate it, you see how it tightens up. If you mess with it, it'll shoot out some defense mechanisms right there. I was just telling these guys the way that these sea stars eat is they extrude their stomach around their prey, envelop their prey, and then suck their stomach back in. And this one has a big clam inside of it. So this is the bull kelp, guys. You can take these bull kelp and you can slice them into nice little slices like this, and you can pickle them. And you can eat them just like pickles on your hamburger or hot dog. The natives also use these, since you can see it has a lot of storage area on the inside. They use these to store water.
Really?
And you can plug one in, plug the other. Give us an elk bugle, buddy. Can you do it?
How do I do it?
Put your lips right up to it and go. What's really interesting is just the situation to set up for an octopus, you know? You have to have the right rock that, with huge tides, sets on top of some other rocks to create a cavern underneath. They don't stay in rocks that usually have only one entry. They have to have an entry in the front and the back. You can always tell because they have a little midden, which means all the shells and crabs and clams that they eat, they spit outside of their den or midden, and Well, we found one. I saw it squirming around. I might have whistled a little too loudly because I saw it kind of undulate back inside, but with my trusty octopus hunter here, Nathan, him and I are gonna try to go get it. I also found a cool abalone. You should give that to your mama. It's beautiful. And then I found one of these cool shells for each of you and your brother. I'm gonna see if he'll just kind of grab onto this thing. Oh yeah, look, oh yeah. Come on, take it. No. Well, let's keep walking around, look for another octopus rock. That's pretty cool that we found one though.
Yeah.
Sorry we couldn't get him out of the hole yet, guys, but it's better to leave him alive versus making the hole sterile. People need to take advantage of these opportunities like this. There's nothing like this in the world. When you see these tide pools and all the life and stuff, they spend so much time out in the ocean and don't even realize that barrier where the ocean meets the land and how flexible that connection is and how much life is connected to it with the flood tides, the ebb tides, all these creatures. It's beyond amazing. You know, in Montana, you flip over a rock and you maybe find a crawdad once in a while. Here you flip over a rock and 30 things scatter. It's just an opportunity to show people the amount of bounty that this world holds, and it's a lot of fun. So get out there and explore, get off the boat, walk around, check it out.
My name is Captain Malcolm Quentin, and this is my first year guiding up here. But the opportunities for fly fishing in the freshwater and the saltwater are incredible. Today we were up at Hasselberg River, which feeds into a salt lake at the north of Mitchell Bay, which is pretty much in the center of Admiralty Island. Then we basically portage our gear about 200 yards over to where the canoes are inside Salt Lake. Where we have the canoes, we have a jet skiff, so we pulled the jet skiff in, loaded up the jet skiff. We motored across the Salt Lake through the first narrows, through the second narrows, into the upper part of Salt Lake, and then into the lower stretch of Hasselberg River near the mouth. There's a big long pool that's about 100 yards long, and we set up in there and fished all morning in that area. If it's not deep enough, we may have to move up a bit, but I think we're pretty close. There they are right in front of us. Is that a hit? Alrighty, there you go. All right, third cast on a new fly. That's not bad. It looked like a pink, not a coho. We'll see when it gets closer. Now it's a coho, nice and silvery. Yeah, it's a coho. So when I approach him with the net, he's going to take off with a burst of energy. So just be prepared for that. Right. Keep your rod tip up. Right. Oh, that's a nice fish. Oh, that's a nice fish. All right, I got him. All right, nice and silvery. A hook popped out of him already. So, just like in the ocean, this guy doesn't have any color to him, right? He's all silver gray. Right. He's got spots on the top, right? Hasn't started to change color. Normally, once he hits the fresh water, his back will start to turn green. No spots on the bottom of his tail, right? His mouth has got white gums. Yep. So this is a female. I know we want to keep one for lunch, but let's see if we can get a male. Okay. So we'll let her go. Yep. Nice size coho, isn't it? Yeah, nice. 10 pounds, I'm sure. Are you ready to go? About as bright as you're ever going to get in fresh water. Yeah. So I mean, she just left. Yeah. You know, the salt probably on the high tide, right? That's what we were talking about. Is they move right in with the tide. There she goes. All
All right.
There she goes. Good job. That's
Thank
nice.
you.
That's a nice salmon on a fly. Really nice salmon on a fly. Yay! This is a good sized fish. We're gonna keep this one. I mean, it's not big, it's a medium sized one. Perfect for the fire. So it's about 1 o'clock, maybe a little after 1 right now, which means we'll be eating about 2 or 2:30. Where has she got her? And a nice one too.
Nice.
A very nice one. Look at the colors on that.
Oh, wow.
Look at, it's a female, but look how shiny it is, right? The back hasn't even started turning green. So this is Bonnie's first salmon, a coho salmon on a fly, and it's a little shrimp pattern there that she caught at the mouth of the Hasselborg River. And we're gonna take it over to the campfire and cook it up and eat her. At around lunchtime, where we were fishing in the Hasselborg River, a lot of grass, a lot of flats by the Salt Lake. Not conducive to setting up a campfire because it's so moist and there's not a lot of wood. So we moved back to the first narrows between the lower Salt Lake and the upper Salt Lake. And I'd already brought some wood with me, so I went and got some squaw brush from underneath the fir trees, started the fire, cleaned the salmon, spiced it, did everything I needed to do. Once the fire is burned down in the campfire, I have a big flat rock that I put over the campfire and kind of make a Dutch oven. The salmon cooks in less than half an hour. By early afternoon, we were eating that coho and it was awesome.
We're in Cheek Bay. I've been trying here quite a while. See a lot of herring on the screen. Figured I'd better try it for a while.
Garfield.
Where'd you end up?
I'm at Cape. Just landed silver.
Somebody landed a silver.
KBC. I ended up in Cheek. We tried a couple of shallow spots and nothing, so we moved into deeper water. At least we're getting bites now.
Oh, you're getting some bites there?
We're bottom fishing. We weren't catching anything in the shallows off a village. A monster.
A monster?
He's probably about a 25-incher. Let's see. Well, if I was you, I would keep this guy. If you want to fish. We're gonna move one more time. Bring it up. And I can move very far. Just gonna move deeper again. Cod fishing.
All right, now back for halibut.
Pollock fishing. I had one lady, Henry and Irene, they used to come up for codfish all the time, black cod and true cod. I have two daughters, twins. One of them one day caught 7
Skates?
I said, no. I come up and another skate. And she hand cranked it from 600 feet.
Oh, man.
Let me see, I'll tighten just a little bit. That's a pretty good fish.
He's taking her now.
Yeah, just let him go for a while. Oh, good bite too. It's running away again.
Oh, that's a good sign.
Oh, we gotta throw it back. It's probably bigger than 44 inches. Should make another run here if it's. I'm hoping he doesn't, because. Wait, stop.
Yeah.
It's a throwback.
Is it really?
He's bigger than 44 inches.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
51. 51 incher. A slow start to the day, but a nice finish.
Alaska's Fishing Paradise is brought to you by Whalers Cove Lodge. Closed captioning is provided by Courier's Certified Welding.